All right, let's see. Number 5. Who is it? Is it Florida State or is it Washington? Oh my! Oh, okay. I was gonna say. Is Georgia number 5? I'm like, what? So is Georgia that's number 1? So Ohio State's still number 2.
Is there separation? There is separation.
But now we gotta ask this question: is Ohio State number 2, or will it be Michigan?
Bowers, I think he grew up, and now Brock Bowers is back. They're the number 1 team.
This team at 100%, fully healthy. We've seen it for a half against Ole Miss, and they are unstoppable. So it's unbelievable.
Number 2,
Ohio State.
Ohio State undefeated going into Ann Arbor this
They got a big one against Michigan. So number 3,
what's the win like at the
is it
time?
Florida State or is it Washington?
Play as well later, but in the moment, big road win, beat Penn State. Now the real test and the ultimate one for the Buckeyes comes Saturday against the team that we assume will be at number 3.
Michigan.
Michigan Wolverines, so 11-0 and 11-0, and once again.
So number 4, is it Florida State or is it Washington?
Yeah, that's what, if you're a fan of that rivalry or a fan of the sport, you love to see Ohio State, Michigan, Alabama, Auburn with everything on the line in that last game, and you'll get that in Ann Arbor on Saturday. Of course, all the talk about Michigan having to rally around Jim Harbaugh being suspended these last 3 games, it adds to the drama, of course, of the game, but it doesn't need anything. Look what's at stake. 11-0 and 11-0, and winner take all advance to the Big Ten championship and more than likely into the playoff.
This is a really unusual year because of the number of undefeated teams that we have left. More undefeated teams than playoff spots at the moment. Kirk alluded to Ohio State, Michigan will take care of itself on Saturday.
So who is number 4?
Florida State and Washington.
Is it Florida State or is it Washington?
Strength of record. Washington has the number 1 strength of record in the country. But Florida State's number 4. That is a measure of how a potential playoff team would fare against the schedule according to the metrics. Now the Seminoles without Jordan Travis holds all kinds of records for them. He was their leader and their quarterback.
Who is it? Because it affects Florida State's playoff hopes. Who is it? Oh my gosh, it's Washington. So Florida State is number 5.
Dallas slips up a spot to number 4, and that leaves Florida State.
Florida State is number 5.
Now, the Seminoles have Florida coming this weekend. They've got an ACC championship game against.
They got the ACC championship next week.
The head coach of the Seminoles will join us a little bit later on.